Hello, everyone. So, today I'm going to briefly talk about how Tyrese left his ex wife. I know it's not a recent story, but it's something I'm just going to briefly talk about my opinion about it. I think she made a good decision. Like, it's likely that she made a good decision because um, many times when you get with a guy who's a celebrity, that doesn't necessarily mean he's a good person just because he's a celebrity. Not by any means. But I know probably a lot of women would date celebrities for sure, but I actually went out with a guy before who people mistook him for a celebrity. He looked like Amir Khan, the boxer. And he was my guy was also a boxer. My date was also a boxer. So he was great. He was a great guy. And he's a professional boxer as well. So he's and their names are kind of similar. I'm not gonna say his name, but their names are very similar. The celebrity is Amir, and his name is like sounds like he could be his brother. That's how close their names are similar. And so just I'm just gonna say that he's my favorite celebrity person I've dated because he looked great. He looked very people thought he was Amir Khan. And so um he was also a gentleman, very nice. And so that was my first experience with that. And I think that when Tyrese was with Sam, it's possible that both of them were narcissistic. You know, it's quite possible because I think that there's so many Americans who are narcissistic these days. Like it's kind of normal thing, and you have to really be careful when you're dating a celebrity guy. He's a high, what do they call it? A high value man or something. I think that's what high value man. Anytime there's a high value man, there could be issues with, for sure, in the black community, that is. There's gonna be issues with you being valued. You're probably never gonna be valued at the same rate as him because he's black and he's a black man. And so there's plenty of sexism in black communities that people don't talk about. And when you date a high value man, if I'm assuming this is a good assumption, I think. But when you are dating a high value man and you're a beautiful woman like Samantha is, you're gonna go through hell for sure. Hell is gonna be such a nightmare to date a guy like Tyrese. And I think I personally would hate it because, well, Sam is actually like, I think she's half black. I don't really know. I didn't need to know her. Getting some water to drink. I don't need to know her ethnicity, but she might. I think she's plenty of Latin blood in her, or whatever. But it doesn't matter. Um, when you are dating a high value man, it's gonna be a nightmare, and especially if he's black, because there's so much sexism in the black community. And I mean, I'm not discouraging you, but you can take that risk if you want. And really he neglected her. I know he was on tour, and I think if it was me, I would have been perfectly fine with that because I like my time. I think it's amazing to be able to have your own space and be just around your family and girlfriends. So it would have worked for me. And no, Tyrese is not. He's not really been my celebrity crush. No, not. No, not really like that. His voice is singing voice is good, but you just have to be careful with these guys because they are very like um I could see them mistreating her and telling her what she needs to be doing, and maybe even her getting harassed. I could see her being harassed, being told, you know, Tyrese can have any woman. Because for some reason, when you date high value black men, um, and you're beautiful, it becomes like a competition, and that's a nightmare. Because like I bet it could have been like a competition for her, and you'll hear his friends saying, Tyrese could have any man I mean have any woman he wants in the world, and then it's like him versus her, and that sucks because look at how beautiful she is. She could have any man she wanted. So who are you to tell her that? And I don't think Tyrese can have any girl in the world. No, not at all. There's tons of girls who are not going to be interested in him at all. But black men, when it comes to other black men, they love to pump up their own friends and say, "Oh yeah, he's my buddy. He can have any woman he wanted." Oh, stop sucking your buddy's dick so hard. Shut up. Because you know what? I don't think so. I think she can have anybody she wanted because she's God. You know what? She's been good to us because she's God. And stop all this sexism and making us feel like shit all the time because that's not right to do to people. We don't deserve that. And sometimes you have to date whether sometimes you have to break out of your comfort zone to get out of this like generational curse of sexism or something. If you might have to. And so I think she's a very smart girl. Her family maybe even helped her with the breakup going so smoothly, like because I could see him being she's so pretty that I could see him being like beside himself, being a lunatic when she left. And he's a dark troll. We do not owe you anything. We do not have to tell you when we're leaving you, especially when you're a black man. Look at all the black men, including celebrities who've murdered their girlfriends or wives, or she ended up dead in their presence and they didn't even kill her. Like, look at the black there's I don't remember who was his name, but there was some black millionaire, old man. He married a beautiful half Asian. I think she's half Asian, half black. She was, and she's shot dead in her own home. And like we don't have, women don't have to be by your side going through all this. And I thought that one was horrible. It was terrible to hear about that she shot dead at her own home. But it says something to me. It says that he was probably relaxed with his security because black men, they relax and, oh yes, my buddy, everything will be okay. And when they get girls like us, we're not used to having on these random black guys ever coming in our company like this. They stay out of our zone. They stay the hell out of our house. We don't want them in our homes. We don't keep company. Most beautiful women, I think, don't keep company with like just a bunch of losers and pointless people. We have tons of women. That's me. I don't have a bunch of men running through and hanging out with me. No, you're a girl. Majority of my friends are for sure women, or they're gay men because I love gay men. And I know some lesbians too, and they're very respectful lesbians. They're very kind. They, of course, they don't harass me. I respect lesbians because they're great people. Like one of them, she helps me to I can't lift heavy things, so she'll move them for me. She's awesome. And to me, she kind of looks like Julia Roberts. She's lesbian. My friend is, and she's so strong. She can help me move things. I like how she helps me move things. And like what matters to me is not people's sexuality, it's their personality. And I know a lot of great lesbian girls. I'm not into having bisexual girlfriends as people as friends because I feel like they're like too aggressive. So, but I do know some are from India, the ones I know, some are Arabic, but I don't talk to them that much. We just check in every once in a while. But the Indian one, she messages me a lot. And you just have to know your value, ladies. You have to know that you do not have to be here just because he's rich and you're not. Because Sam, she was not rich when she first met him. And yeah, just because you're rich does not, by any means, does not mean you have to stay around at all. You can get up and pack your bags. You don't have to tell him anything. He's black. And you know how dangerous they are when you leave them. Because I had a girlfriend some years ago. Well, we kind of grew up together. Me and her and she was friends in my group of girls, and she looked like Adele the singer, except she had freckles. And she left her black man, and he ended up killing her because she was too nice about it. She told him that she was gonna leave him. Don't be nice about it, ladies. Don't be ignorant. Know that when you leave a black man, as an African American or Nigerian or any of that, for sure you have to just leave. You have to ghost him because you save your life. And I told her when she introduced, he's a black guy. He to me he kind of looked like Tyrese actually. They look similar. They look like brothers or something. My girlfriend looked like Adele. And when she first introduced me, I told her, no, I don't know who he is because I don't know people. Most of my friends are from India. Of course, that's my group. There's Sri Lankans, Indians, Arabic, Asian, pretty much everybody's Asian or white. That's how. And so you operate in your comfort zones. I'm going to operate in mine. You mind your own business. I'm minding mine. But not really because I'm in their business right now, right? But I'm just saying that you do need to know that when she first introduced her man to me, I told her he has bad energy. I'm getting negative energy from him, stay away from him. And I went into detail and expanded and told her why I thought he was a bad person. He just giving me bad vibes, bad energy. And since I was little, I've had like a gift where my family were since I was very small, where I could just tell things before they happen, and very strong psychic. I'm gonna call it psychic. Yeah. And so very strong psychic gifting since I was a little baby, where I could tell. I knew when relatives were gonna die before they died. Like I knew a lot of different things before anyone told me. Like all the time, that was normal for me, and so I still have that. And when she first introduced her man, I said he's got bad energy. He's a dangerous man. Stay away from him. And she she didn't believe me. And I wish she believed me because I don't like how she died. It did make us cry. It made us upset. And I don't even like to talk about it, like not face to face at least. I usually don't talk about it because I don't want to get upset. But she's not here anymore. She's dead. And he stalked her and he stabbed her to death. He stabbed her, I think it was over 40 times or something crazy. And it was um she was full white girl who looked like Adele, except she had freckles. And so she was a beautiful girl. And she didn't deserve to die like that. It's just that my point is that you have to leave a when he's she had a black man. When you leave a black man, ladies, just leave. Get on the airplane and fly. Or do whatever you have to do. If he's on the well, in Sam's case, she waited until he got on the airplane and she was out. That's a genius. I would do the same thing because it does not matter how many times your black man tries to lie and tell you that he's never going to kill you, never going to punch you in the face, never going to hit you. He's going to kill you when you get ready to leave because, you know, we're your dream girls. Boy, will make you happy. Dream girls will never leave you. No, all you gotta do is dream. You'll be there. And so, you're the dream girl. And as soon as they hear the dream girl song, they know you're the dream girl. And you sing, they hear that the lyrics, dream girls will never leave you. Dream girls will never leave you. And then when you leave, they can't cope. They're suicidal or whatever. They're losing their mind when you leave. So you just got to leave and silently leave. So it was very smart that she decided to leave him while he was in the air. He says, because he was on the plane. That's slang for being on a plane. Yeah, I would have left him in there too while he was on the plane because these guys lie to us and they say, I'll never kill you, baby. I love you. I never kill you, baby. I love you. I never hit you. I never hit you, baby. Never give you a black eye. And then but if you leave him, you're going to have a black eye. And you might even chances, I don't think you're going to just have a black eye. You're going to be dead, you know? And you have to take it seriously. Because I think other race men, I think Asian and any white, I think, no, no, no. I've seen stories where girls leave white guys too, and they're not alive too. I've seen those. But I'm just making a point. I think, and I've seen a few, not so many, very few Asian men. Usually Asian men are fine. They're better than leaving a black guy. And in the news, that is, in this news story case, it's very rare to see an Asian man just kill his girlfriend because she wants to leave, but it happens, I know. But my point is that if you leave in a black man, because they are more aggressive, you do have to just dip. You just have to leave, and um, don't tell him you're leaving because you're too pretty for that. You're beautiful. You're gorgeous. You're his dream girl, and dream girls will never leave you unless you get on our nerves. And so, I think it was a good idea for her to leave Tyrese. And even though she took thousands of dollars, I bet she was not really even attracted to him when she first met him. Because come on, who doesn't want to? Every woman, probably most women in the world, like a man who's got money. It's true. But like, I bet it was more of so his money than his looks, because she could have anyone she wanted. For sure. She's beautiful. She's looks like a little Barbie doll. And I've heard girls tell me, "Oh, you can have any man you want." I think so too. Yeah, I can have any man I want. I attract all races of men. White, anything you can think of. They've been interested in me, in marriage and whatever, kids. Yeah, I'm just saying that they shouldn't beat her up so much in media because she was way out of his league when they first met. And he was insulting her for being poor. He said, when I first met her, she had a $20 sundress on. Yeah, she was broke. And she does not have to apologize to you because she was broke. Because You just so happen to be Tyrese and you have a great singing voice. And I actually have always loved his singing voice and his music. But whatever, we don't have to worship you just because you're a celebrity. And look at her. It's not even fair that she was so broke to be that beautiful and be so broke. It's not even a fair deal. Like, not fair at all. Well, I think he said that she had a little bit of a something where she made $3,000 a month. I can't remember what she did, but she wasn't as broke as he was trying to make it seem, because she was doing something. I can't remember the job she had a name of it, but she was not as broke as he was trying to make it seem. So that's, oh my God, that says a lot about him and his people, black men. They love to put the women down and insult them, because she had her a stable job before she met him. I think she was making like 2,000 or 3,000 a month. She didn't really need him. She just wanted his money, and he needs to chill out. And his posts about her are very disrespectful. He says things like, some of the world's most beautiful people are in jail. Well, no, she's not. She better not. I don't think she's going to jail. I really don't think so. If I was her judge, she would be all cleared. Because, she didn't have to date your gargoyle ass anyway. Look how pretty she is. She doesn't have to be here. We don't owe you anything because you make more money than us. And we're beautiful people. Yeah, we don't have to be with you. She didn't have to think about you. And I'm glad she moved on, met someone better. And I think he would take her back if she wanted him back, for sure, because we're, my beautiful ladies, when we leave our guy, we can sure as hell go back whenever we feel like or want to. They're waiting for us. We don't have to give them the gratification of coming back to them. We don't have to come back. I don't think she should ever come back to him, you know. And and then when a guy is rich, if he is beating you, it's gonna be no, you still gonna be treated pretty fairly in the court systems and everything. So I like how the court backed her up and everything. But still, it's possible that for some people, it might take them a while to actually believe that you're being mistreated, because they put the high value man on such a high pedestal or whatever. And then, and these are crazy guys. And so, um, I'm just glad she's doing a lot better without him. And I think if she wanted a sugar daddy, she should have like just had him give money and like, but some women, they get with the guy and they have a baby with him so they can make money off of that. And that's kind of smart, but like, I wouldn't do it. I would not be having his little gargoyles just to make money off of him. I would rather him give me like money and we never even spend time together. That's me personally. We never touch, we never kiss, we never see each other. You just send me money, and I would never do anything bad to. I don't even know how to hack a bank or anything like that. Without I grew up well without knowing how to do anything like that. It's ridiculous. I don't know how people do that, but that's just me. I would have wanted the sugar daddy with no sex, no nothing. Don't touch me, because I'm not a transaction. And you gotta respect. And the only way, sometimes when you don't make as much money as a man, the only way to get him to respect you is to cut him to be totally clean off of sex, no touching, no meeting, no nothing. Because they can rape you. A rich man, he can rape you, you know? They don't give a crap about you when you don't make as much money as them. As far as they don't respect you as much, and they're likely to guilt you on a lot of different things, and then they see you in person, they want to have sex with you. And we're not going to have sex. because I'm not a transaction. I'm a human being. I'm a person. I'm a woman. You're gonna respect me, and yeah, I'll respect you. But I don't believe that they. It's very risky when you try to get them to respect you, unless I feel like white men are more respectful. Like you could probably get away with that easier with a white man or Asian man, a rich Asian man, a rich white man, or so on. You could get away with that easier with being a sexless sugar baby or something. But black men, come on, we're not stupid. We know black men are dying for the sex. They're very sexual beings. They're like predators, more like predators. And when they get rich, you'd be stupid to think he's not going to try to rape or have sex with you if you meet in person and you're beautiful, you know? And me in person, whenever I see a black guy, whether he's rich, poor, middle class, they love the looks of me. You know, they're all over. Um, some don't talk to me because they assume I'm not interested, you know, because I don't say anything. And sometimes because I keep to myself, they don't, and because I don't look like I'm even American, they don't even say anything to me. I look like foreigner to like most people. I look Indian to most people, pure Indian, which is fine. My dad is Indian, and yeah, I'm just gonna say that I feel like I could trust a white or Asian or non-black sugar daddy more if I was gonna ever do that. And I haven't gotten into anything like that before, you know, but I'm just saying if I based on this story, if I ever wanted to do that, we're not gonna meet in person because you're not gonna get a black man to who's rich to respect you and to treat you properly. He's gonna be all over you, if not date raping you, like Bill Cosby. They raped those women, and you're out like a light bulb, you know, and you have no consent to this, so you can't even meet these guys. So I would just not even meet at all if I was going to be needing money from them. There's no way I would meet in person because they are so aggressive about their wanting the sex and they need sex and they're so predators. They're like alligators, you know, that stay in your water, in your bath water, if they could be in there. So meeting them is too much for them. You can meet white men. And I'm like for example, one of my older white male friends, he's not a sugar daddy or anything like that. He's just a friend. He's gifted me like for my birthday, he's given me like $300, you know, like that's a gift. You know, white men give gifts like that with no strings attached. And yeah, he thinks I look great, but he's not a predator, is the difference. He's not using me. And white men have a lot more respect for women. But okay, guys. Bye. Have a good one.